Unsolved.
Episode 177, JonBenét Case, Like a Good Neighbor. Hey, look, it's JonBenét's dog and their neighbor, Joe Barnhill. First off, I'm not going to be able to finish this episode in one take. So this is going to be a two-parter. So next weekend I'll present the second part with more information about the people mentioned in this video. The next thing I wanted to mention is there might be a couple errors on who were the neighbors of John and Patsy Ramsey. I did my best, and if I focus in on somebody, then I'll make sure that they were the neighbor. But there might be a name there that wasn't a neighbor or was a neighbor after the Ramseys left or way before. And now here you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So at closest to Baseline Road we have Ben, and then Jonathan, and then Berger, and then Diane, and then John and Patsy Ramsey's house, and then their neighbor Scott Gibbons, Arno, and Dr. Van. And then on the other side of the street, Holland, Martin, Jeffrey, Joe Barnhill, and their tenant, and William J. Richardson. In a previous episode, I've covered Glenn Meyer, so we won't mention him here, other than now, in this video. So the first person that we're going to start with is Scott Gibbons. He was the neighbor just to the north of the Ramseys' house, who saw a light on in their kitchen at around midnight. He lives there with his wife and son, who's about 6 at that time. Diane Brumfitt lived south of the Ramseys' house, and she noticed that a light wasn't on like usual in the Ramsey household. She also did an interview with the newspaper the morning or the next morning that JonBenét was found dead. Across the street from Diane is Martin, and he might have just been the homeowner, and he might not have lived there. Not sure if he did, because I have another person that was listed as living in that house and has a little interest. And that person is Luther Stanton. And directly across the street from the Ramsey house is Jeff Limerick, and he passed away in 2005. And so here's his death notice. William J. Richardson lives to the north of Joe Barnhill, and I couldn't find much information about him right now. And then across the street is Arno, and Arno is a famous wrestling coach, and so I'll look more into him in the next part of this video. And believe it or not, well, this ends this episode of Unsolved. And I'm sorry about that, I had to cut it short, but when you make these videos, you got to come up with an idea early on so you have time to figure out and research everybody. And I didn't come up with this idea until this morning. So I'll see you the next time.